Hey Kev, I'm kind of hot, mate. Can you put the AC on real quick?
Yeah, hold on, give me a second. Let's see what we can do.
Yeah, that's perfect. I'm cool now. You cool?
Does that work?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Feels pretty good.
It was a little too hot in here, so.
It was.
What's up, Brite Nation?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
So, if you haven't been following along or you didn't watch our last video, we are in the Yukon Territory right now in BFE, middle of nowhere, northern Canada. We're driving in this. But currently we are on an expedition of sorts with Dirt Experience and Nitto to go all the way up to the Arctic Circle to a place called Tuktoyaktuk. Basically, it's as far north as you can drive. So far, we've made it just past Whitehorse, which is where we left this morning.
If you have been following along and you're wondering why I'm still wearing the same clothes, it's because I am. Now, like, I changed my underwear, I take a shower, but it's been negative 30, negative 40 degrees and just like white powdered snow, and we're in the vehicle all day. So I just put a new fresh shirt on every day, and new underwear, and new socks.
Yeah. You just swap out the base layer, but all the rest is the same.
I found my comfortable driving suit, is what I did. This is my comfortable, like, it's my race suit, but it's my comfy cold weather driving suit.
It's not his race suit, it's his racing base layer, which I showed you guys when we were packing on the prep. It's our Walero base layer, which is really good actually as a base layer. So anyways, we are currently, I have no idea what highway this is, but whatever highway takes you from the Klondike Highway, thank you. The Bronco is telling us what we're on.
We missed, we should have had a Klondike part.
Missed opportunity. Insert Klondike commercial pun here.
What would you do for a Klondike bar?
So we're on the Klondike Highway. We are heading north into, and literally Whitehorse was like the last piece of civilization, more or less.
Weird little town.
This is basically going to be a very interesting journey, and we are taking you guys along for the ride. If you haven't watched the last video, go watch it, because we're just going to vlog everything. God! You came out of nowhere. Oncoming truck. The snow is so cold outside that the snow is so powdery that it's almost like dust. It's snow dust, essentially. And so you literally are driving in a whiteout right now.
It's a 2-lane, but everybody only uses one lane.
Until you have to pass.
Until you have to pass each other with somebody coming on. So right now, for some reason, it seems like our lane is the lane that's being used all the time. And so then there's a person oncoming into our lane, and then they swerve into the lane that they should be in. And it's just really freaky.
Right now we've got an oncoming semi.
So you don't want to get too far off to the right, because it will suck you right off the road. Like,
would you what?
It'll suck you right off the road.
It'll suck you off?
Oh my God.
That is awesome. So the edge right here, if you touch that powder, you're done.
You're done. It'll throw you right off.
It'll throw you right off the end of the highway.
Those semis do not even slow down a kilometer an hour at all.
Zero give it. Nope. And by fun, I mean the most like moderately terrifying.
Yeah, as long as it goes okay, because if something doesn't, you got to realize if something happens out here.
Again, that's it. Nowhere near any civilization.
That's it.
At this point, so.
We don't have cell phone service. We don't even have satellite radio.
Yeah, even the satellite radio hasn't worked for most of this trip once we got past.
Like 2 hours, 3 hours past the border.
Yeah. The satellite radio disappears too, which is weird.
So you have no satellite radio, you have no cell phone service, you have no auto parts stores.
You got nothing. So you definitely have to be like prepared, which is fantastic because we all know how prepared Kevin and I are all the time for anything. Never. We did prepare a little bit for this one though, so, and we're with the group. That helps. We're leaving the parking lot.
He's like, hold on, I'm in a ditch.
Leaving the parking lot.
That's how fast it can turn bad though.
Yeah.
So like, that's a big lifted Jeep. Lockers. Look how fast
it can turn. Like you could just be, and you kind of barely go off the highway even. Yeah. And then that's it.
Well, this snow, the moment you touch like the snow banks on the side,
thick and powdery.
It sucks you in pretty quick.
and then you're over there. Now imagine you're in the middle of nowhere for a second, and you kind of veered off, and it sucked you off into the ditch. We don't have a winch on this, and then there's no trees to go to, and you're by yourself. So what good is your winch?
Yeah, if you don't have anything to winch to.
You have nothing to winch to.
Yeah.
And I didn't bring our traction aids.
Yeah. Well, luckily, we're with a group of people.
No, I know.
So we're fine, but yeah.
Sir, you can't park there.
we're gonna take a bathroom break, but I think it's probably about time that I changed out of my Pumas, which I have been wearing the entire trip thus far. Probably put snow boots on because some of the snow's starting to get a little deep. Oh, you just not the cutest. That's a big yawn. You're so warm and fluffy. Oh my goodness, and there's another big blue. Oh my goodness. He's so toasty.
Braking pretty substantial,
pretty great.
So I want to make sure that this is what we want on this.
Copy that. Keep it on rolling.
Sir,
you can't
park there.
Sorry for the interruption, but yeah, we just want to make sure that the Recon grapplers are what we want to run, because Nitto makes a whole ton of tires and we love our trail grapplers, but these Recons, I mean, we've had them on the rocks, we've had them out in the rain and where it's like tarantula downpours. And now we're on ice and snow, and I mean, it's been a fantastic all-around tire. But I do have that like soft spot for trail grapplers, especially like 40-inch trail grapplers.
Or 42-inch trail grapplers.
And portals. 40-inch trail grapplers and portals.
Sir, you can't park there. Ice bridge.
Alrighty.
Max weight, 4,000 kilograms. And look, a fair boat.
200 meters vehicle spacing.
It's always cool to take a picture of GPS.
This is kind of cool. We're driving across a river. So normally you take a ferry across.
Yes.
Except in the wintertime it freezes, so you just drive. That's kind of cool.
It's pretty cool.
Okay, you guys, so we have officially reached our destination for the evening, which is Dawson City.
It's a super cute little town, town, and they have the oldest casino in Canada here.
Yes.
Which is pretty crazy.
And obviously the ice bridge across the frozen river, which is super sick. But we were told that by a local, if we go across the frozen river and up and around and about to a certain spot, there's actually a really cool overlook of the entire town itself. So that's where we're heading now to try to see if we can find it.
Right now, we were just driving across a river.
Yeah.
A big river.
And basically, this is the last kind of official stop before we head all the way up to Tuck. And tomorrow morning, we have to leave at like 5 a.m. bright and early because it's almost a 16-hour drive. And it's gonna be a long haul with a lot of treacherous areas. So it'll be interesting. Sir,
you
can't park there. It is officially 6 a.m. Everyone's loaded up, getting ready to roll out for what will be so far the longest day of this entire trip. So cold. It's currently negative 14 degrees out, which honestly, it's cold. Don't get me wrong. It's bitter cold.
But it's not as terrible like
as you would think.
We've been in it for a week now, and it just doesn't feel crazy. And we have stuff on. We have clothes on.
Oh, sure, I'm bundled.
But I just took my shirt off a second ago outside.
Kevin swapped hoodies and a short sleeve.
And it's not like you take it off, but it's only because there is zero wind right now.
Yeah, there's no wind. And I think part of it too, we're like, oh, this isn't that bad. Like a day or two ago, it was like negative 47 degrees with the wind chill.
Which instantly, your hair, everything just instantly freezes.
So comparatively, this isn't that bad. Guys, I can officially die happy because we just saw
Because you married me?
Aurora Borealis.
Yeah, we just saw the Northern Lights.
We just saw the Northern Lights for the first time ever. And unfortunately, I just have an iPhone. Video can't capture it, but luckily the iPhone was able to capture a little bit in photos. Check this out.
from the northern lights at like 4 a.m. to this sunrise at 9:30 in the morning. It's 9:30 right now. Look at that.
It's 9:30.
This
Guys,
is insane.
If I lived here, I would be able to see the sunrises like every day. I never see the sunrise. I don't get up early enough. That is.
So we got up at 4 o'clock this morning. We saw the northern lights probably about 6 o'clock this morning. And now it's the sunrise at 9:30 a.m.
That's not right at all.
No?
No. We left the hotel at 6. We saw the northern lights at like 7:30 a.m.
Yeah, we did get up at 4 a.m. though.
We did get up at 4 a.m. But yes, this is just, so we're on the Dempster Highway and we still have a very, very long way to go. But you have to stop and appreciate some things sometimes. This is just absolutely beautiful. Park there.
That's not a good place to break down.
That actually is a really terrible place to break down.
Well, the gas station, whatever, actually is probably within the next 20 kilometers. So, of all places, not terrible, but like, you're on the Dempster Highway, and there's...
Middle of nowhere.
That's a new car. I don't think there's not going to be any parts of that.
All right, you guys, so we've made it to Eagle Plains, which is still middle of nowhere, pretty much, but it is a fuel stop. And the downside is that the highway up ahead, the Dempster Highway, is actually closed beyond this point at the moment due to an avalanche that happened about a day or so ago. Buried a car or two from what we understand, and they are still in the process of trying to clear it. So there's some truckers here though that believe that it should or could potentially, highway could be opened back up by this afternoon. I'd cross my fingers, but I'm wearing mittens now because it's getting colder, clearly. The good news is if it doesn't open up by this afternoon, they do have a lodge here. So we might just have to stay the night and then continue the journey in the morning. We don't know. We're kind of just, we got to wait it out and see what happens, but yeah.
152.86, you got to go pay for fuel.
Oh.
Hey guys.
Okay.
I'm warm.
Hi. Hi. Oh my goodness. Hi.
The Arctic dog.
Oh, hello. Oh, yeah. Hi. Oh, goodness. Dogs make everything better.
Arctic pups.
Oh, yeah. I miss peanut butter and jelly. Oh, the belly rubs. Oh.
I want belly rubs. Where's my belly rubs?
Oh, that's like a pretty picture. What? There he is. There's your friend.
Hey, Bubs.
She's just gonna lay down with you.
Hi.
You need your other boots?
And I need one more upper layer.
I have all of that.
Probably not cloth.
No, you need your regular gloves.
Yeah.
I have more layers for you.
I can't really get out because I have to put my hands into the snow to get out of here. Like I was trying to get up.
You good?
Yeah.
Let me go get you gloves. I'll be right back. You have your mittens on.
Graceful as
Ride him, Cowboy. Oh, God. Okay. Ow. I'm not gonna lie. Although we do hope the road opens, the highway opens soon.
We're just having fun. It's really pretty.
I'm not upset at the view.
It's very pretty.
It is absolutely beautiful here, and it is totally desolate. It's pretty cool.
It's a surreal feeling because you know there's nothing in any direction for
about 250 kilometers or miles, give or take. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's pretty crazy.
Come on, Kevin, let's go.
We going?
Yep. Good news! They just got a radio in about 15-20 minutes they are going to open the gate for us to continue northward. So the Arctic Circle, like the line to put us officially into the Arctic Circle, is only about 21 miles north of us. We've only been here for like 2.5 hours.
How you doing? They're opening the gate and we're gonna run on through there, but there's a foot race and supposedly there's some skidoos.
And there's still a ton of trucks because again, they just finished clearing an avalanche.
And there's probably trucks trying to come this way. So it might be actually at the sketchiest part of the trip at this point.
Not to mention all of these guys who have been waiting for the gates to open as well. So
for at least 20 something hours now.
Yeah, they've been here for, most of them were here last night, I think. So anyways, but onward. We got here at the perfect time. Like we were only here for, like I said, 2.5 hours.
We had lunch, went to the bathroom.
Got to play with the puppy dogs.
Let's play with puppy dogs. Like, this is cool.
This is awesome.
So I don't know, but we might be the first Bronco Raptor in the Arctic Circle.
We could totally be wrong.
But I could totally be right.
We could also totally be right.
I know there is a Bronco up in the Arctic Circle because remember that one, the blue one, that the whole interior would cover with snow?
Because of the soft top?
Well, yeah, that's the guy, one of the guys that we're going to meet in Tuck.
Yeah.
He like owns the Bronco. He's the one that owns that Bronco when everybody was like, oh, you left your top open, blah, blah, blah. No.
It's just a crappy factory design.
So he has a regular Bronco. We have the first possibly Bronco Raptor up here.
It's so desolate.
It's pretty insane.
Just snow.
Just so you snow. Just so you snow.
Now that right there.
Sir, you can't park there.
Sir. Can't park there. Kevin's going off-roading in his suitcase. What are you doing?
It's just wild to me that people live here like all year long and it's like this all year.
We've officially made it to Inuvik, which is our stop for the evening. And luckily for us, upon arriving, we've gotten the good news that the road leading to Tutuk is actually open, because as of this morning, it was not. It is down to one lane, but that's fine. That's
just like the road getting here was closed, and then we waited 3 hours and it opened, and now
supposedly it's open, which is fantastic, because as of this morning, we didn't even know if we'd make it to our final destination.
But it is snowing right now.
But guys, it's beautiful. But what's wild, even more so, is as we drove in, you have people, like I assume locals, walking down the street, no gloves, no beanies, like shorts and flip-flops, probably not, but I go 5 seconds without these gloves on, and they instantly freeze. My fingers.
You gotta have a hoodie on too, man. It's cold.
It's kind of cold. Although it is warmer here than it was a few days ago. It's like a toasty 11 degrees outside. 8 degrees. It's basically springtime right now. Almost bikini weather.
Yeah, because it was negative 49 the other day.
It's warmed up quite a bit. Kevin actually made a really good point. He said it's almost like going from like 50 degrees to like 100 degrees. When you put it in that perspective, it's actually a really big temperature difference. Frozen river munchies, baby!
That's 65 miles an hour.
65 mile an hour munchies and a freaking Ford Bronco on a frozen river. So Kevin has a face covering, right? Look at it freezing. The humidity that your mouth is giving out. Come here. The humidity that your mouth is causing right here is like...
Is it hard?
It's freezing.
Really?
Like, come here, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. So he just told me this is the warmest week they've had.
Hold up, wait. Yeah?
This is the warmest week they've had all winter.
And
it's been -40 to -50 all the way up until this week.
You look ridiculous right now.
I look ridiculous?
Yeah. But like cute ridiculous. I took my big jacket off because I'm gonna put my bibs on. So it's wild.
Oh, I see.
According to the Bronco, it is -6 degrees, which is significantly warmer than it's been on multiple parts of this trip so far. But for whatever reason, feeling wise, this is hands down the coldest that it has been.
It's going through this jacket that you got.
Like, it's cold.
Like,
and there's
else.
almost no wind-ish right now either. There's like a teeny little breeze, but nothing crazy. Oh my God. But anyways.
I wonder what the feels like is.
We've officially made it to Tuktoyaktuk. So
the end of the world.
The end of the world as far as the Arctic Ocean in Canada goes. We are about as far north as you can physically drive.
Okay, so it is -23 degrees.
Feels like -23.
Right, that's what it feels like.
It's around, we're saying -6 here.
That says
-8. Yeah.
So it's -23 degrees. So it's not that it's not cold. Like, it's epic cold.
I can't, hold on, wait. I can't take you seriously with that thing I drew. Guys, so we are officially at what they call the end of the road.
The Arctic Ocean.
We're at the Arctic Ocean.
Literally.
Like this, we're on ground right now, but all of that around us is the Arctic Ocean, which we are about to go drive on. What is happening? I bet.
Just enough brown sugar, huh, lady?
We are officially going to drive out. So that right there is actually the harbor. And then out there, obviously way out there is the ocean. Oh my God, this is so sick. It's a little snowed up, he said, but we're good.
Air down.
Ah! Oh yeah, we're still fully aired up. We're like, well, it's cold. So we're 29 PSI all around. 35 when they're hot, but clearly right now, that is simply not the case. This is sick. We're officially driving on the ocean.
We're driving on the ocean. At the top of the world, end of the world, end of the road.
Give yourself a moment to think about this, because you might just be like, but it's basically ice and snow, no big deal. Maybe, I don't know, like how many people in the entire world get to do this or will have the opportunity to do this in their lifetime? Like, this is amazing.
It's pretty insane. It's pretty insane that we even made it here in the winter. Like, first shot, all we did was get like stalled 3 hours for one road closure.
So
this has
lucky.
been insane. But you know what's crazy is now we still have to make it all the way back. We have to get lucky to make it back out.
Baby, this has got to be probably one of the coolest ways in history to put a pair of tires to the test.
Yeah.
If anyone was wondering whether the Nitto Recon grapplers performed well in the snow and the ice, I think we have utterly and thoroughly proved it on this entire trip.
It looks like a big
sick.
marshmallow.
I know. It's fine. We're warm. That's all that matters. Yeah. Okay, so according to our guide, Erwin, clearly the ocean doesn't completely freeze solid. We're essentially driving on top of a layer of ice, which is on top of water. But he says it's about 3 to 4 feet of ice. So we should be
like a foot of snow.
And then like a foot of snow on top of that. Yeah, we should be good. I mean, the heaviest drake here is the Ram. Yeah. Though, of course, as soon as I say that, Mel, what happened?
We're playing, we hit a soft spot right here. So this is actually all overflow. This ice builds up. He said as everything expands, it builds up to like a 4-foot shelf right here. So we're on the bay, gonna go over the shelf into the Arctic. So pretty cool.
It just got a little deep.
Yeah, see the cracks. Everything's
oh yeah. Oh wow, yeah. Everything just kind of shifts. That's a little scary. Oh, did you reach the ice?
Yeah. Yeah. Like if you go to one of the tire tracks and rub your feet, it's just solid. Like
oh yeah. So digging out a path for the rear center diff. We're gonna give a tug. They've already got a tow strap attached, but if we have issues with that, Kevin and I have our Factor 55 kinetic rope that we can have them use instead if we need a little bit more of a good kinetic pulling force. Fun fact as well, Factor 55 kinetic ropes. We found this out before coming on this trip, which is specifically why we brought it, but the fibers of the Factor 55 kinetic rope will not lose their integrity in sub-zero temperatures, like this -30, -40 degrees that we're at. They would still be completely fine. Oh no, that cracks.
Mel.
No, the ice is cracked. Oh God. That's only slightly terrifying. Oh my God. Oh my God. In the ice. All right, here we go. I think they're gonna try just a slow tug first. Oh yeah, that was easy. Easy peasy. It's a lot deeper than it looks. Dang it, I missed it. Melvin tried to send it in a different section and instantly got stuck again. There we go. Something, I think.
You gotta sit. Do you have an iPhone? I do, yeah. Airdrop it to
Okay, we'll get it.
I was like, oh my God, he goes, it spits in. I was like, hey, we should do a bit about turning the AC on.
Oh my God.
Kevin, it's kind of hot in here. Can you put the AC on?
And I just turned it. Oh,
hey, Kev, I'm kind of hot, mate. Can you put the AC on real quick?
Yeah, hold on, give me a second. Let's see what we can do.
Yeah, that's perfect. I'm cool now. You cool?
Does that work?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Feels pretty good.
It was a little too hot in here, so.
Let me see. Oh my. Okay, we gotta go. We gotta go dog sledding. All right, you ready? One more time back. Oh man, And if you thought that was gonna be the end of our excitement, y'all were totally wrong. You hear that? Next up, we're going dog sledding. Ah, I'm so excited. They are ready to go. It is absolutely wild. These dogs live for this. Like, they eat, sleep, and breathe mushing on a dog sled. Like, this is gonna be so cool. So Kevin and I over here thought we were prepared by bringing actual goggles, right? What?
Snap on in, and I'm good to go.
Oh my God! Where'd you buy it?
Team you for $8.
That's sick. Here they go. Oh my God, dude! No freaking way! Oh my God!
That's all they wanted to do the whole time. Come on!
Let's go! All right, Harley just got back, and I don't know if you can see this, but do you see the ice in her eyeball?
If Brittany didn't give me this, I don't think I would have survived.
Dude, yeah, we gave her the whole face, what do you think, balaclava. And at least that helped. Next time, ask me and I'll give you my goggles too.
Dang it.
Kevin, it's our turn to go to the It's our turn to go to the dog sleds. Come here, Kevin. Let's go dog sledding. In case you guys were wondering, it's frozen.
We have seat coolers now. We have cooled seats now.
Yeah, we have. We've installed cooled seats into our Bronco. Dude, it is everywhere.
I don't care. That was the greatest video of all time.
It was worth it.
The way I laughed when I saw the video, it 100% was worth. I mean, it's just water.
It's just water. It just melts its water. It'll dry out. Or right now it'll just freeze. But yeah, it'll eventually dry out.
Hilarious. It has nose wipers. That's what that's for. Right, it has like lots of like nose wipers on it.
I don't think that's what those are for.
What's it for?
I don't know, but I'm not sure wiping your nose is what that is. So if you guys haven't figured it out yet, next up on our list, we're building an igloo. Or we're helping the professionals build an igloo.
I'm watching them build an igloo.
Well, we were watching and learning, but now we have to help.
See, I know you were making jokes about me buying us pants with knee pads, but see?
Sorry!
We're making progress, Kevin.
We're doing it.
Look at me.
Packing holes.
Look at me. Just. Frosty. What are you doing?
Well, trying to be a wall support for our igloo. Thanks, Harley. Here,
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Getting a little tight in there.
One way to make friends.
Yeah. Yeah, get low, Kev. Get low.
I can't hear anything in here. It's like one of those audio rooms, soundless rooms. Come in.
The sound deadening? Here, take the phone.
You'll see what I mean once you get in here. You can't hear yourself.
I'm not gonna lie. It's mildly f***ing terrifying.
Right now.
Right now, because it's not packed in. So that absolutely looks like it could collapse on us at any moment. And I feel like it would not feel very great.
It's not. They're not that heavy, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, this is so cool. We're in an igloo in the Arctic Circle.
It'd be total dorks right now. You got Eskimo Kiss in the igloo.
Eskimo Kisses inside an igloo.
Don't knock it down.
I'm not knocking it down. Because I'm still in self-defense. That was better. That was definitely better.
Hey, it's so pretty.
Guys, I don't know if the video gets it, but
It's so pretty.
he's a little fox. Hi, buddy.
I mean, that's a good size, like, dog fox.
Kevin likes to play dangerous games, so we got back to Inuvik last night from Tuktoyaktuk, and we were gonna get fuel, but then almost all the way into town, he was having an emergency, and we had to go back to the hotel instead.
My tummy was hurting for a long part of that drive, and I had to go to the bathroom.
We had to take a poo, so we went straight back to the hotel, did not get fuel, and guess what wasn't open this morning?
Well, one that was open, like it had card readers, all the card readers were like frozen or
not working,
or whatever,
so we couldn't get fuel this morning. We used both reserves, and it gave us a 100-mile range. And the 100-mile range, the next gas station was 115 miles away. We are currently 2 miles from the gas station, and we are 2 miles to empty.
Yeah, but then I have another 30 or 40 miles probably.
I know, but this is not where you want to attempt to run out of fuel. Anyways, dangerous games that Kevin likes to play.
It's fun.
All things aside though, we're fueled up. Unfortunately, we're done with our Arctic Circle journey, but we're not done with the adventure as a whole.
What incredible, this is insane. Everything has just been crazy.
How many people in the world get to say that they not only got to see the Arctic Ocean and be in the Arctic Circle, but drive on the Arctic Ocean while it was frozen?
Drive on the Arctic Ocean, that just doesn't, yeah. Yeah.
And this, of course, the player of the, what is it? The MVP? MVP? I didn't think of it. Whatever.
The
Mississippi, whatever. Anyways, so
MVP.
yeah, the MVP of the entire journey so far, this Bronco Raptor.
It's been insane.
And the Recon grapplers have just freaking killed it.
The Recons have been sick.
Guys,
they're just doing everything.
We have to give a shout out to, obviously, to Nitto Tire and to Dirt Experience for giving us the opportunity to join them on this adventure. You guys freaking rock. But guys, there's still more to come. From here, we're going all the way over to Alaska.
Yep.
And then from there, we got to go back home. But you'll have to stay tuned.
Yeah.
Guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Remember, you can find all your Lite Brite Nation merch and decals at litebritstudios.com. As always, we love you.
And we'll see you
next time.
Bye, guys.